Hiya folks, this video is going to be a little bit different today or this week, as I'm not very well and I've not really had a chance to do a full restoration on anything else. So I thought I'd actually mix it up a bit as well and do a little narration video instead of the silent ones which you're normally accustomed to. And here we have a coach. It's basically made by Dinky. It's a super toy and it's the Vega Major Luxury Coach. It's in pretty bad condition overall, mostly paint damage to be honest with you. All the glass seems to be intact, and what we're going to do with this is to restore it hopefully back to original condition. Now they did various models with this one. They had one with a trapdoor on the bottom which held batteries which illuminated lights, but this one hasn't got that trapdoor on, but it has got provision for the side flashers, which again this one hasn't got fitted anyway, so I'm going to be doing away with these. And as I say, we're going to be stripping it down. Now normally what I do on my Retro Restore channel, if any of you follow that as well, is I have got die cast cars which I do restore on that channel, and on them ones I tend to paint them with acrylic paints and a small spray gun. But with this one I'm going to mix it up a bit because I'm going to be doing this with powder coat. I've had quite a few people ask me if I could do a powder coat on a die-cast vehicle to see what it turns out like, and it just so happens this week on my Retro Restore channel I've done an MG Maestro car in red for a customer or a subscriber to that channel. I did that for them, so that if you want to pop over and have a look at that you can see that. But for this video, as I said to you, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be restoring this, so first of all let's start taking it apart. And we'll do that by undoing the one screw that comes in the front there. So let me go and get some tools and we'll start taking this little baby apart. Right, so let's have a basic look around it first of all. As you can probably see, the decals are all damaged and obviously faded and need changing as well. The paint has been scratched off, as you can see. It's definitely play worn, this one. As I said, the windscreen and all the glass seems to be okay. It probably needs polishing to get rid of minor scratches there. It has a little trapdoor on the back there, which I think that falls off. But I did lose that, and I had to go out and buy a new one. But then we found it again in a totally different position in the house than what it was lost. So that was that. As I say, this one's going to be slightly different because we're going to be powder coating this. That might frighten quite a few of you purists out there, but as I say, it's something which I have tried before on my Retro Restore channel and it turned out alright. So let's just lift that up off of there and pull that out there. So that's the inside there, and the wheels don't really need to come off. If I sandblast that, I can remove the rust on there. Obviously I don't really want to take these rivets out, no need to there. The wheels sit in a little trough there, as you can see, and move sideways. The wheels are actually in very good condition, so I really don't need to do any work to them at all. But as I say, I will. And what I normally do is I paint strip these with a chemical paint stripper. But on the one I done on my Retro Restore channel, I sandblasted it and I was very pleased with the results for that. So I may just take these wheels up and then we'll sandblast this and see what it comes out like. The internal plastics of the vehicles, the seat for example, seems to be tarnished somewhat. It's obviously was a more vivid blue, as you can see there, but during the sunlight it is actually faded there. I may paint this, probably not that horrible colour. This is a custom restoration I think, where we'll probably paint these seats. I'm not too sure on the colour yet. It's got a little steering wheel there, and basically again there's no problem with that. We'll clean that first and see what it comes up like. The inside here just lifts out. Sometimes these are riveted in. There doesn't appear to be any cracks in it, so we'll try and wash that and then we'll clean it up and try and polish out any scratches that are there. So that's that. And that just leaves the main body of the coach. As I say, I don't seem to find any breakages at all, so it looks like it's just going to be a sandblast, and then we can get it ready for powder coating. So quite a simple take apart, this one, and as I say, I hope you don't judge me too much on this. I am not very well. I've been unwell for the last 3 or 4 days, and as I say, I've not been out in the workshop because I've been in bed. So let's get these parts sandblasted and then we'll take it from there. Right, okay, so I've taped up the wheels, so hopefully there shouldn't get no damage from the sandblast on them. So I'll put that to one side. And just to help the sandblasting, I think I'll try and take these decals off. Sometimes they can struggle getting, the media can struggle getting off labels, so I'll just pull off with this as much as I can. It's not a vinyl, it is a paper decal, so it shouldn't really affect it too much. Right, there we go. The sandblasting's done, and it still retained all the detail for going through the sandblasting. They did have little diamond type headlights in there which come out during the sandblasting procedure, but I will get new ones to replace in there, obviously. So as you can see, there's lots of detail there, and the sandblasting's got in and done the good job with all that. So I'm pleased with that inside and out. It has highlighted a couple of little bent bars there. As you can see, there's one slightly dipping in there, so I'll just sort of tweak them out a little bit and bring them back to standard. But all in all, everything else seems to be in order. And with the base there, as you know, I've tidied up the wheels and just given the inside a bit of a clean up as well, a little bit of a spruce up as well. This will be powder coated black again, so I may have to take them rubber wheels off there when I come to do that, because obviously the heat will melt the plastic wheels if I ain't careful. So anyway, that's that. Now you could go on and give this a wire brush. I'm not going to bother with that. I've done one previously and it's actually accepted the powder coat very, very well. So all I'm going to do is give these a wipe down now with some acetone, and then we'll get them ready for powder coating. As I say, this is the original door, and I've just given that a light sandblast. This is the replica door, as you can probably see, and holding them up next to each other, they're pretty much identical, as you can probably see there. And if I turn them over, you can even see they've gone to the extent of writing on the replica door, which is this one, the name of the vehicle as well. So they're pretty much identical there to look at that. So you can still get these, even though these were made in probably the 1960s, and they're still making reproductions like this in the 21st century. There you go there. Not a bad reproduction there. Right, so I've got this bottle of acetone here, and all I'm going to do is give it a good wipe over just to remove some of the sandblasting residue, because what I'm going to have to do with these is to actually cook them in the oven for probably 10 minutes or so, just to pull out any impurities that may be in the porous metal that these die-cast cars are made from. So it's just a precaution to stop anything coming out once we've actually applied the powder coat, and to stop the surface from bubbling up, which I've had before when I've done a test on my Retro Restore channel, when I've done the MG Maestro car. So that's all I'm doing that for there. And again, the little door as well, that's going to be white to match that. And this base here, I'll just give that a wipe over as well, as this is going to be black in colour, and we'll keep that black as per the original. So that's all, just a quick dab over there, and we'll cook them now. And I'm going to have to take these wheels off, as I say. So I'll just prise them back and they should just pop off, as you can see, like that. Leaving the masking on there. There we go, just like that. There we go. So that lot now can be heated up, and once it comes out, I'll give them another wipe down with some acetone, and then I'll tape up these wheel hubs because they've got to stay chrome, obviously. So I'm going to do that now. Right, okay, these have been in the oven for 10 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade. I'm just going to give them a wipe over now, just a quick one with some acetone one more time. And again, that's just to make sure that all the impurities have gone off the surface. So just a quick wipe over. And as you can see, I've taped up the chrome part of the wheels with heat resistant tape as well, so that's all well and good. So let's get over now, they've cooled down, and give them a powder coat, and then we'll put them in the oven, starting with the white bits first. Okay, so I've got to refurbish these wheels now, and I've got this liquid chrome paint, very good stuff, this very fine tip on it. So all we're going to do is, I've given it a good shake up, and all I do with these is literally just press to supply the ink, just sort of run the paint in there like that, and that gives us a nice new chrome look. And that's all I do to them. So there you go. We've also got this to refurbish. Now I've got the small steering wheel there, as you can see, to remove. I'm just going to take a little pick and hopefully push that through. There we go. Like that. That just removes that for me. So I'm going to first of all initially give this a clean. I don't know whether or not this is going to clean up. You can see the original colour on the back there. If I can't get that back, then obviously I'll paint this. I'm not sure what colour yet, so I'll give that a clean as well. And here's our glass. And I'm going to obviously wash this with soapy water first of all, and then we'll have a look at the finish on it and perhaps give it some fine sanding down with a rubbing compound. So let's do that now. Okay, they've had their wash now. As you can probably see, There is quite a few scratches on this glass there. I'm going to try and sand a lot of that out and polish it out. The tyres actually come up very nice indeed, so I'm happy with them. And unfortunately this didn't come back. The colour is still sun faded, so I'm going to end up painting these, I think. So I'm just going to carry on now and get these all prepared. Right, okay then, so I've decided to change the colour of the interior. I'm going with this Balmoral paint. It's a sort of a deep crimson colour. It's going to match the stripe that's down the side of the coach anyway, the original coloured stripes, the decals which I've actually brought. So I'm going to put a couple of coats of this on now. I should actually get one of those carousels or lazy Susans, which I do keep meaning to get, but one day I will. Okay, so that's the first coat. I'm going to give it another couple of coats after it dries, and I'll see you back here shortly. Right, time to apply the decals now. I've got this set here. As you can see, I bought these off of eBay. I don't really know the quality of these. I've not used these before, but we'll have a go anyway. Yeah, they're pretty much okay. They're not 100% accurate, but they'll do the job.